This dual camera PTZ 4K webcam is just about 140 US dollars. What? What's up YouTube, Boy G here, back in another video. Our friends over at EMEET sent me this very interesting webcam camera. This is EMEET dual camera PTZ, pan tilt and zoom 4K webcam, AI powered intelligent tracking. So let me go ahead and unbox this right now. I'm just really curious to see how it looks like. First thing that's gonna greet us is, ooh, this cute little thing. Mascot of EMEET, right? Dual camera PTZ, a powered, wow, what is this? This is it's heavy. It's solid metal here. I'm amazed that this stand is actually like a solid, you can hear that? But that's kind of like a solid metal here. It's not a plastic, right? Wow. And this is the camera itself. But you also have some warranty cards, right? Manual again, and of course your booklet right there. So everything will be here. Different language as well. So that got you covered. That's why it's a little bit thick. USB-C, right? USB is very interesting because it's a USB-C, but then you have some connector, right, dongle, where you can attach it and make it an A. But that's pretty much it. Let me just remove this stuff, and oh wow, it's built really well. I love it. Again, if you're following the channel, you probably saw that I unboxed Insta360, right? Instalink 360 before. Looks good, right? A little bit smaller than this, but this is quite bigger, right? Especially this circle one. It's quite bigger, and of course wider because of the dual cameras. Feels like it's much more sturdy, right? Very robust. It can swivel like this, very smooth, and it can also swivel up and down. It's gonna hide if you're not gonna use it. It can be like this, and it will looks like a person, right? Like a smiley thing. I get why they have a mascot now, but yeah, I absolutely love it. Now I'm going to plug it in, right, and use it on my OBS, test it for a couple of days as a matter of fact, and then provide you my overall honest opinion, of course, the software and the performance of it. I'll be right back. Now this webcam is jam-packed with features. Let me go ahead and show you the specification and features, and I'm going to show you the software because it has a lot of interesting settings. All right, so from the website itself says that is $159, but you can get it below that. A lot of promos, a lot of discounts in Amazon or Lazada, your favorite online shopping malls, right? But yeah, what's interesting here, as you can see, it has again dual camera 4K imaging, right, plus AI assisted cameras for optimized focus and exposure. Now I definitely agree with that. Optimized focus, really fast on autofocus. Let me just show it to you right now. So as you know, I'm using an Insta360, right? This is quite expensive though, but look at the autofocus. It's very quick, right? So it can grab that. Really good for like showcasing product like this. So yeah, right? Some other webcam doesn't have a great autofocus, but this one do. Now exceptional video quality, Sony sensor for UHD 4K resolution and 1080 60 fps. I'm currently using 4K right now, but there is 1080p 60 fps and 2K 30 fps 720p. A lot of options out there. Industry leading autofocus, again, that's the one I'm talking about. It's really fast because of that AI powered autofocus. Advanced AI features, smooth AI auto tracking and effortless gesture, as you probably saw on the start of this video. Clear audio, 3 noise canceling mics with 3 audio modes, and switch to compatibility, right? Would you believe that? So it's already prepared on the switch to. You can actually use switch to, or this one to switch to, right? So you can use it on your home as switch to supports camera. Now let me show you the audio, right? Of course I'm using like a professional, right, my own camera here, But let me just show you the audio real quick. All right, so right now I'm still using my Mayono G1 Neo here for my microphone. So let me just switch to the EMEET PIXY here. All right, so what you're hearing right now is the webcam, right? Now it has a couple of settings. All right, so this is the software. As you can see, camera occupied because I'm using it in OBS, so it's not gonna appear there. But yeah, you do have 3 audio modes here, right? Audio modes, live mode, noise canceling mode, and original sound mode. Now I'm pretty far from my webcam, as you probably noticed on its POV, right? So it's not next to me, really far, but it's still picking it up, right? It's quite good. So I'm on original sound mode right now. If I switch to noise canceling mode, that's how it's gonna sound, right? Again, this is noise canceling mode coming from the 3 microphone of this EMEET PIXY 4K PTZ webcam, right? That's quite mouthful. So you do have live mode there. So I don't know this, I think this has no noise cancellation whatsoever. So that is the live mode. This is the noise cancellation mode. That's my maybe it's just gonna cancel my tabs here. And again, original sound mode. Now, again, I'm very far from the webcam. Let me see if I can get closer. So this is as close as I can, and I can actually see 3 holes on the top of the EMEET product itself, and that is the 3 microphone powered by AI. All right, so this is the tech specs here. So you can pause the video if you want, but again, these are the available resolution that it can do, and a lot, right? Until 4K 30 FPS, and then aperture is 1.8 and 73 on the POV, right? So all of this are also on the website itself. I'm going to put the link down on the bottom because there's a lot of information that you can get here. And again, microphone, 3 mic array, AI powered noise cancellation, and these are the modes that we just tested a while ago. So you do have software, EMEET Studio, and you just need to download this. So you can just like Google EMEET PIXY, and then it's just gonna bring you to emeet.com and then Studio. So download that, and we'll get into that later on. We'll check it out. So USB to USB, and this is the actual compatibility. All right, so this is the software itself, right? Let's go ahead and explore it. So you have 3 tabs on the upper left corner here. You do have control, effect, and assistance. You can move it to standard mode like what we're using right now. So tracking is disabled in this one. And you can put in tracking mode. Basically, it's just going to start tracking you, as again, you saw earlier in the start of the video. And then you can put privacy mode. It's just going to like flip, right? And then, you know, make sure that's not spying on you, right? And then right below that, this is your control, right? So you can, of course, you can move it or move the actual joystick, right? Like what we used to do in other PTZ camera. And then you can also zoom. If you're not using 4K, you can actually zoom. And then the audio mode that we talked about just a while ago. Now, on the bottom, it says normal mode. It's just going to show you the standard mode, normal mode there. Then preview. So of course you can just disable that preview, right? So you can disable the preview or enable it. Now, if you're using OBS, of course, it's going to be disabled here. It's just going to go to the OBS, but this is the preview that it has on the actual software itself. Now, if you go to the effect here, let me see. So you do have a really great customization on all of your, specification there, right? Or all of your parameters like brightness, contrast, exposure, everything, right? Really customizable. You can also select presets, right? So you do have a couple of presets there. You do have bright, nostalgia, blues, cold, and those are the things that you can actually see on the bottom here, right? So you can just select that, and it's going to change it to whatever you have. You also have auto white balance here. Of course, you can disable that if you want to control it. And then it's gonna give you flip vertical or flip horizontally settings here. Anti-flicker, that's gonna be automatic as long as this is already automatic there. Last tab that you have is the assistance, right? If you go to assistance, that is the focus. So you can change the focus to like a specific area, like if you're gonna select a specific area, or
focusing on the central area, you know, whether you're in the central area or center of your frame, or on the face, right, which I prefer. Again, it's really, really fast. As you can see, you can put it like this. It's gonna focus there, and as soon as it sees your face, it's gonna focus back on your face. So this is that autofocus. You can of course disable that autofocus, and then you can just adjust it manually if you want to. And then auto enter privacy mode if you want to, you know, if you want it to go to the privacy mode on a certain duration there. You also have gesture control, and then auto rotate when upside down. So if you're using it into a portrait settings, or you know, like a table presentation, it's gonna auto rotate. Now, right below this preview, you do have a couple of settings here. Again, this is the resolutions, right? So if you go to the resolutions, these are the available ones: 4K 30, 2K 30, or you can go up to 1080p 60 fps. So let's go ahead and try that. So if this is the 60 fps, it's gonna be faster, right? Because it's 60 fps, but that's 1080p. If you want to use that, you can do that, or 4K 30 again, right? Now you do have this rotate. If you want to rotate your actual video, you can also do that, of course. And then flip, right? Really, really good settings here. Everything is here. And then you also have zoom, right? Of course, by default, it's just on 1. And then you can just like zoom it like that. Now you do have like whiteboard mode here. And then desktop mode. If you're presenting, it has AI, so you don't need markers like on Insta 360 or Insta Link, right? You do have, you know, it will automatically detect a board. So if you do have a whiteboard on your background or behind you, and then you go to whiteboard, it's gonna focus into that, because again, it has 2 cameras, so it has AI built in. And then you also have the desktop mode, so you can install it on the top of your monitor. Like I'm actually gonna do that in the future, so I can use this as my desktop, you know, unboxing stuff. We can do that. It's just gonna look downwards, and then it's gonna be like on desktop mode already. So again, this is the audio. You already have that, but you have some shortcuts here. So, you know, you can adjust your volume, and then your mixing, right? Your settings, parameter, everything is in there. And then record, you can actually record video as well from this preview and script generation. Of course, you have a lot of settings to explore, but those are the quick ones for this you know, preview. And yeah, this is pretty powerful, I believe. Yeah, this webcam is just about $150, right? Again, 140 US dollars. And I even saw it on sale once at around 120, right? So it depends. Maybe your favorite online shop is, you know, doing some discounts or sale. So again, this is EMEET PIXY dual camera PTZ 4K webcam, right? Thanks so much to our sponsor over EMEET for sending this. I believe this is their latest camera, latest and greatest camera. So go ahead and check them out, right? I'm going to put links down below in the description, so you can also check them out and purchase the actual webcam right there. You might get some discount and whatnot. But yeah, this is EMEET PIXY, right? Dual camera PTZ 4K webcam, of course. AI powered intelligent tracking. But that's all for today, guys. Let me know down in the comments below if you have any comments, any suggestion. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed yet. As you know, I unbox and, you know, review stuff like this, so it might help you in your purchase decision. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Stay safe, guys, and see you on the next one.